Hey guys, last night here, and welcome back to the collection zone where we review toys, and the packaging wouldn't matter in this case, but I want to bring up, before we start the review, I kind of want to bring up a little problem that I have with this packaging. And you could already see it. I can stick my finger right through there. Now, I'm not going to get all political because it's going to go there. Trust me, it's going to go there if I went on way too much. But here's the thing. I don't. This kind of packaging, I don't mind. I don't mind because at least I can still see the figure. What I'm not happy about is, like for the Velocitron Nemesis Prime, G2 Nemesis Prime, Scourge, the Wreckers Amazon exclusive sets, and for the new leader class figures like Galvatron, G2 Prime, Blitzwing, the Commander class and the Titan class I can understand because it's in shipping and you don't want want that to get damaged. So for the bigger classes I can understand, but for something like this to have, you know, listen, the plastic, getting rid of this plastic is not going to save the environment. Honestly, it's not going to. It's not going to save the environment. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's not going to save the environment. You can do whatever you want. You're not going. One person is not going to save the environment. I'm going to tell you that right now. But with the windowless, the totally enclosed packages, like on the new RED figures that came out. No, I want to see the product in store. I want to see it in the freaking box in stores. But that's just my opinion on the whole subject matter. But packaging don't matter. Whatever. Anyway, so moving right along. So today we're gonna be taking a look at something I don't really usually take a look at. This is the Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Red COG. Now, I don't know if this was a Target exclusive. I got this from Target, but I don't know if it's Target exclusive. So yeah. So let's take a quick look at the figure. Now, this is a direct repaint of the COG figure that came out with the Siege line, Siege War for Cybertron, back a few years ago. And I don't have that original figure. Mainly because I wasn't really interested in the weaponizers. They seemed fun. I will say they seemed fun, but I really wasn't into the whole gimmick back in the day. When Siege, Earthrise, all those figures came out, I wasn't really into them because you take it apart, put it back together in a different configuration. That just sounds a lot like Creo or Lego, and it sounds a lot like parts forming as well. To me, anyway. Parts forming I don't have a problem with, but major parts forming I do have a problem with. And you might be wondering, why did I get this toy? Well, there's a certain reason, but we'll get to that later. But now for what this is supposed to be, I have no idea. I don't know if it's a tank, because it's got the treads. I don't know if this is supposed to be like an armored truck, or something. I don't know. But you got the 4 guns up here. You got you got 2 guns up here. You got the head just sitting there like, hi, how you doing? And yeah, he rolls as rolling things should. Hooray for rowing. For comparison, here he is with Siege Prime. This is a Nemesis Prime repaint, but it's still the same mold. Here he is with Earthrise Prime. Some more Cybertron comparisons. Here he is with B127 from the Studio series. And here he is with Starscream. So, there you go. Now, this figure does come with a buttload of accessories. We'll talk about those later. But you know, we'll talk about all the accessories because this is basically a weaponizer pack. And basically, if you remember, maybe a year or two ago, there was the Centurion drone pack, which came with a lot of weapons for G1, for a lot of G1 figures like the Earthrise, like Earthrise Prime, Netflix for Earthrise Prime, Megatron, Cliffjumper, Bumblebee, and it came with different alt modes like Soundwave cassette mode, Shockwave's gun mode, and Megatron's gun mode, as well as Reflector's camera mode. And it came, and the figure that was included was a Brunt, a recolor of Brunt, back from Siege. So, you know, and I never got that because it was a Gen Select, but thank God that this is more accessible now. You know, thank God the weapon packs are more accessible now, because I really do like this. So yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So, this guy is big on the parts forming, so if you don't like it, look away. But it really is a simple transformation. So to begin with, you're gonna want to basically rip them in half. Now, a little thing I noticed yesterday, while I opened this, is that he has this little slot and this little connector piece. And if you've seen the reviews for the drag strip, you know that he comes apart to combine with Menasor. And I'm wondering if you can do the same thing here. Not combine it with Menasor, of course, but you can switch and flip and, you know, switch these torso and torso and leg parts. Because basically for most of the Stunticons, I think for drag strip as well as Wild Rider and maybe the future Stunticons that are going to come out for Legacy, they can split apart like this. I believe so. I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, getting back to the transformation, you want to remove. Come on. It's on two ports. It's a port and then a peg. You got a port right here, peg right here, peg port. Just put it in there. Just put those off to the side. Then what you want to do is there's two tabs that go into this little slot right there. You want to, or little grooves right there. You want to undo those. Bring the whole waist section up, and there you got that all done. For this, all you have to do is you just rotate the head around. There you have that all done. Then just plug the arms in, and then basically what you want to do is you want to slide this in. Get him standing up straight. See, standing weird. Standing weird a little bit. There you go. And there you have Red COG in his robot mode. And yeah, it's a really good robot mode, I will say. You know, it's COG but in red and black colors. So yeah, so let's take a quick look at the head sculpt. Nice head sculpt. Reminds me of the 86 Slug a little bit, but that's fine. You can see he's got the metallic blue for the eyes, which I don't have to paint. Yay! You see he's got the visor there. I might have to do some panel lining to him. That's probably the only paint that or the only modifications I'll have to do to him. I did do some modifications, but that's just for tightening the joints. Like I tightened the shoulder swivel, or the arms bicep swivel, and the thigh swivel, mainly because they were a little bit too loose. I might have to do some other mods, but you know, nothing you know that's gonna impact the figure that much. Just make it just a tad bit more to my liking. But you know, you see just a bunch of guns. You got gun here, you got the gun here, you got guns for the shoulders. Just a bunch of guns. Now, articulation wise, the head is on a swivel, so you can look left to right. He can look up if you want to use that joint. You have full 360 for the shoulders. Arms can go that out, and these parts can move to accommodate the arm. Shoulder articulation. Bicep rotation, you have bend at a little bit over 90, nothing at the arms. You do get waist swivel there. Can kick forward that far, you can kick back that far, can kick out or do full splits. Thigh rotation, you have one single joint of bend, but you get well over 90 due to how the design is, and in typical Siege fashion you do get ankle tiltage. So yeah, he's a decently articulated figure. Not, you know, like super articulated, but he's really decently articulated. So there you have that. So yeah, now let's get into the accessories finally, which is going to be a little bit, there's a lot of accessories, and basically, as I said before, it's a weaponizer pack, so you get a lot of weapons. So let's just move him off to the side. First off, you get these blasters, which are the same ones that came with COG, just painted in gunmetal. And you do get two of them, so you can put them into his hands. So pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna move these from his hands because he's gonna be holding a lot. As I said, there's a lot of weapons. What should we start off with? You do get this. Now this has a specific use, that for this guy to interact with another figure, but you can use this as a gun. As you can see, nice molded detail. You got the metallic blue right there. You know, so you have that. You do get this gun, which I've heard it being called the glorified version of RC's pistol. I don't have RC, any of the versions of RC, except for the Transformers Prime version, but, you know, I don't have the G1 version, so I have that. You do get this weapon, which is basically a scaled down version of the one that came with all the Ultra Magnus figures, Siege, Earthrise, the Netflix spoiler pack, the first spoiler pack, not the second one or the third one. And the upcoming Shattered Glass one, I think, comes with it as well. So, there you have that. And you also get a bunch of attachments for these weapons. So, first off, you get this. Got some nice sculpting in detail. So, there you have that. You do get this, which is kind of like a shotgun kind of thing. It also reminds me of Age of Extinction Optimus Prime shield. If I can bring in that shield. As you can see, hang on, let me take the shield off and show you guys what I mean. As you can see, they're kind of similar. Kinda. Put it back. So there you have that attachment. And then you also get this attachment, and this is this can be specifically used to create an iconic weapon, but we'll touch base with that later in a little bit, actually. Now you do get a bunch of other accessories that are kind of, you know, they were shown in the Siege show. So first off, you get a Energon canister. I believe RC uses this to bargain with Sound Blaster, with Bumblebee and COG. So yeah, we have that, and it rolls. Thank God I have this ledge over here, otherwise it'd roll right off the table. You do get Ratchet's welding gun slash healing gun, so you can see. Nice coloration. You do get the darker plastic. You get the gunmetal up here. Then you get the silver right there. You get a nice green there for the central part. You can get this Siege Ratchet. Unfortunately, I don't have that figure because that was a Walgreens exclusive. And yeah, so yeah, there you have that. And last but not least, you do get Wheeljack's bombs. Now, initially when I saw this, I thought they were inspired by Transformers Prime, but you do see these in the show, and you can combine them to create a more whole look because they are just halves. You can just make a little bomb right there. You see, nice sculpt, nice paint, and to separate them again, there's a little notch there. If you have fingernails, use them. Fortunately, oh, I don't. Sorry about that. There we go. So you can, you know, and you can hold these, you know. So now let's try to arm this guy to the teeth. So what I like to do is I like to put the bombs right there, right there. So it kind of looks like he's wearing them a little bit. Then what you can do is take any of these attachments. For instance, let's take it to here. And he can wield that. You can take this attachment and put it on here. I like to turn it to make sure that the little front sight there is aligned correctly. You can, there's a couple ports back here. So you can put that right there. You can take this Energon canister and you can port that in right there to make kind of like an extension barrel. With the welder, you can put this on the back as well. And then for the rest of the weapons, what you can do here is you can take this and port it into there. Have him holding that. Now you have a long ass sniper rifle. And then for the guns that came with him, you can just put them right into the side of the arms, like that. And now COG is armed to the teeth and probably going to commit some mass genocide. Cool. But yeah, this is a really cool feature that you can actually arm this guy up to the teeth. So yeah. Now, couple things you can do. Now, if I just disarm him, take away his Second Amendment rights, real quick. Just real quick. There is a practical use that you can use this guy for. But first, I'm gonna get him into his weaponizer mode. So, yeah, he does turn into basically like a turret, I would say. I have to whip out the instructions real quick because I can't remember for the life of me how to do this. Sorry about that. Quick Dr. Pepper break. Not sponsored. Wrong side. So yeah. So first thing you want to do is... there are two ways to do this, but I prefer the first way, or the second way on the instructions. So basically remove that, rotate the head, remove the arms, try to straighten them out as best you can because this actually helps. You don't do anything with the legs at this point, other than flip out that, and then for this you just bend the legs at the knees, try to get them as straight as you can. Take the arms and port them into here, there, and then for show accuracy you can take the guns that came with COG and port them in there. Stop rolling away, and there you have COG in one of his weaponizer configurations. And with these weaponizers, you can basically just mix and match them, you know, create whatever crazy combinations you want. But this specific one is actually really cool because I don't know if for those who watch the Siege show, you guys know that when RC was bargaining with Sound Blaster using this, during when they actually got to the energon they needed, COG transformed onto and pretty much latched himself onto RC's back. Now, if you have the RC mold, I have a Alito 1, but if you have the RC, Lifeline, or this one, you can basically do the same thing. But basically, that's where this comes in. Now, initially, you know, you can't really, she has no 5mm port on here, and, you know, it's basically impossible. So what you do with this little thing, it's pretty much a godsend for this thing. You raise up the backpack. If you have the RC mode, they're going to have this big port right there, and this little 3mm port for like a stand. And basically what you want to do is you want to port this into that big hole, and this little peg right there into that port, into that 3mm port. Basically just line it up, and it basically creates an extension. What you can do now is you can take your weaponizer, and if the peg, 5mm peg, isn't too loose, come on, get in there. There you go. There you go. And you can have that look. And this is how it was in the Siege show, where RC had COG on her back as kind of a turret. And that's really cool that you can recreate this with the RC mold. Now, on my copy especially, the the it's not the hip joints and everything else isn't what's holding it down. It's the hinge. It's the hinge on the actual port that's dragging this thing down. You can get it to hold, like stand it straight up. But it's a big chunk of plastic weighting onto a small figure, and the joints are really small, so I wouldn't recommend doing this for too long. But it's really cool that that Hasbro decided to incorporate this into their Siege fembots. Chromia, I don't think can do it, and all the other fembots I don't think can do it. I think it's only the Elita 1 RC and the Lifeline mode that came with the Walgreens exclusive Earthrise Ratchet, the Gen Select one. So, that's really cool that you can do that. Now, another thing that is really cool about this set is what you can do is, if you have the sniper attachment, the longer barrel section attached to this gun, if the camera will focus. Come on, focus. For God's sake. There you go. If you have it attached to the kind of mini Magnus gun, you can give Elita 1 her sniper rifle. And that's really cool. Because if you remember, where is it? Hang on, give me a second. If you remember, in the show, Elita 1 had a sniper rifle, and all that her figure came with was this little pistol. Now, I did try to up her armament up and give her this gun. That worked for a while, but now I'm glad that she has a proper weapon, and she can hold this. Now, due to her articulation, you can't get her into like an actual sniper pose. I mean, you can, but it's kind of hard to. Like, you can get her to dual wield. You can get her to dual wield. Just snipe some Decepticons. And all that. But it is what it is. So So I'm gonna get COG back into robot mode, and we're gonna do our comparisons. So for comparison, here he is with Siege Prime. Looks a little dead there, but trust me, his eyes are painted. Here he is with Earthrise Prime. Again, here he is with Elita 1. Here he is with B127. Please stand. Stand. Thank you. Don't come apart. Give me a second. We have that. And here he is with Cybertron Starscream. So, you know. Just for, you know. Just for another quick comparison, here he is with your standard 6-inch figure. Please stand, Boba. Please stand. There we go. That. Here he is with SH Figure Arts Ren. Now I would bring out. Damn it. I would bring out my Figma Ryuko toy, but that thing is right now in a, I wouldn't say a cupboard, but he's in my dresser right now. She's in my dress. Ugh. That figure is in my dresser with all the stuff, because I just rearranged my whole collection not too long ago, because I had to remove some stuff from it. So, you know, so there you go. So there you have Red COG, and yeah, a really well done figure, and a really well done set as well. You know, vehicle mode, though I can't identify what the hell the vehicle mode is, it's still a really good vehicle mode for what it is. Transformation is borderline baby, but it gets the job done. Robot mode looks excellent. I do like this. In contrast to the original Siege version, mainly because, you know, this is in a red and black, and red and black are kind of my favorite colors. The paint on this is really good. I'll just have to panel line it, just, you know, that's just me. The accessories, however, is where this kit really shines. You know, the guns, the different attachments, you know, the energon canister, Ratchet's welding gun, the grenades, and then the adapter piece to connect to Earthrise RC or Netflix Elite 1, and then the sniper rifle for Elite 1 is really good. You know, the painting on some of these are... do I wish they were done in silver? A little bit. But it's fun that they're done in gunmetal gray. It's all good. So, you know. And, you know, just getting this weaponizer pack is really, really good. If you have the chance, go to Target and get some. Or get one. Though, if you want, like, 2 complete bombs, I suggest you get 2 of these things. However, they're going to range from $25 to $30, depending on where you buy it. Mostly it's probably gonna be $30. So yeah, inflation, yay. So yeah. Now I do have to come clean in saying why I haven't been here for the past months. Ever since I uploaded my 02 review, I've been kind of unmotivated to make reviews for a couple reasons. Reason one is I have no other figures to review. I have some RED figures and, you know, some core class figures, but they're stupid reviews. And I am going to end up deleting the footage because it's nothing that, you know, that footage has been sitting there for months and I'm getting nowhere with it. So, you know. And, you know, it's been unmotivated. The second reason why I've been unmotivated is because my schedule has been real crap as of late. I just got, a month or two ago, I got back from, whatchamacallit, Palm Beach. I had a state competition there. Right now, my schedule's kind of, you know, bogus because my brother has a graduation this Tuesday. So, you know, and work. It's been slow, but it's just and the constant going around town and all that. You know, it's just and number three is not. I can't. There's nothing I can do about this, but YouTube's policies. Now, unless you've been under a rock, you know that many YouTubers have had problems with their YouTube account. Literally, I go through Twitter and I go through the normal posts. I go through some of the YouTubers that I like to subscribe to. I follow their Twitters, and once I get to a certain level, all it is, the rest of the entire Twitter feed is just people talking to the team YouTube, and honestly, it's the same responses to every single person. And it's YouTube is not in the greatest state right now. I know that somebody got if you know him, Puffer, Big Puffer, he got a strike on his channel for I think a 6-second video. But it was a reaction content where I think somebody kicked a table maybe and 2 people fell, and he laughed about it. But I don't think the original the person who made the clip got a strike from their channel because they've been uploading daily now. I think Puffer still has a couple more days till he can upload again, so that's another reason. And yeah, it's just and also the collecting business. The collecting business is really starting to, how do I put this? It's starting to really become not really enjoyable anymore. Like I said at the beginning, the packages, it's just Hasbro and these other big companies are making decisions that are that I really don't support. I cannot support them. Like the whole non-plastic thing. I get the non-plastic thing, but to make windowless packages, they're just inviting scammers they're just inviting scammers, and it really just pisses me off what they're doing. And I just sorry, I got distracted because I just realized that Prime doesn't have a panel on him. He doesn't. Huh. Yeah, it's whatever. I'll look for that panel later. His arm panel was missing. But yeah, it's just the collection business is really just not that good right now. Especially with, I mean, it's good, but collecting toys is good, but the little nitpick things is just making everything just not enjoyable. But it's just these big companies that I have a problem with. And also the community. I've just been unmotivated recently. I have considered shutting down my YouTube my YouTube channel. Not for like watching, but for like recording. I've considered shutting it down and just saying my goodbyes to uploading. But if I do that, then I have nothing to do during the days. So, it's a tough decision to make. So, like I said, just the world is becoming more unlivable. It's becoming more stressful to live in, and just the stress is just piling up. But just pray for me right now. Now don't get me wrong. This is not a cry for help. This is not anything, I'm not depressed right now. Nothing like that. it's just I'm just venting. That's all I am. I'm just venting my frustration right now. You know, it's. But yeah, so I guess that's it. So in the next couple weeks, at the time of this recording, in the next couple of weeks is going to be my birthday. Um, Depending on what I'm getting for my birthday, I might do a live stream, maybe the next day. So stay tuned for that. I don't know when this video is going to be uploaded. It might come out after my birthday. But I'm going to try to get this done by Wednesday. I'm going to try to get this uploaded by Wednesday. I can't do that Tuesday because my brother has graduation. And I've got something else to do that day as well. So, yeah. Back to pepper break. So, yeah. So, I guess that's it. So, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram for things that are happening in my life down in the description below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, because without you, I would have no motivation to do this. And I guess that's it. So, there is the review for the Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Red COG. And this is Lucas saying, remember, we are here. We are waiting.
We are here. We are waiting.